This is the story of Holli Osborn. She shot her husband dead after finding there was another he adored. A 911 call from Holli was placed. She said she woke up to her husband shot in the face. She was looking like a crackhead during the interrogation. She said she woke up to him dead and was filled with anticipation. The detective said, "What about those scratches on your arm?" Holli said, "It happens all the time. No need for alarm." He said, "We know he has been getting angry lately, and you don't sleep in the same bed." She said, "During sex, he hits and spanks me. One time, he even hit me in the head." He said, "But when you found him, you did nothing. I thought you were a nurse." She said, "I was in total shock. All I could do was stand there and clench my purse." He said, "Your .38 caliber was definitely used, and it is 3 rounds missing." She said, "This is starting to feel like abuse, and you're making me very pissy." The detective said, "I need to check for gun residue under your finger." She said, "You could search anything you want. Don't let it linger." Then he said, "We still have some questions yet," but she was done talking. She got up and left. The next thing she did was empty their bank account, and this seemed suspicious. So they questioned her for her account, but her answers were totally fictitious. The detective said, "Look, your DNA is the only one found on the gun." She said, "Well, check again, that's impossible, hun." He said, "Look, we know you shot him. Just let it go." She said, "That just didn't happen. No. He said, "All the evidence points to you and it ties. And in all my experience, evidence doesn't lie." She said, "I could give 2 cents. I want a lawyer, sweetie pie." Sad without enough evidence, they had to watch her walk away. A year later, back with new evidence, they were back and here to stay. The investigation of the phone data brought to light Chris had actually met a girl a couple weeks back on a dating site. At night, as he passed out without hesitation, Holli went through his phone for a thorough examination. I don't know what she was expecting, but she found where Chris and his new girl had been sexting. Fed up with his years of bullshit and lies, she pulled out her gun and shot him right between the eyes. Knowing the killing was done out of spite, the judge slapped her with 18 years to life. With such a light sentence, some folks were perturbed. Tell me if you think justice was served.